One of the biggest issues for parents who come to our programs that we host is how to raise your kid as a Gursikh or in relationship with the Guru. And, you know, as the Yogi Bhajan always told us that the kids aren't yours, your child is not yours. You think it's yours. You gave birth to this child. You think it comes into your house, but that's ego. A true Gursikh knows that a soul comes to the home of a Gursikh to have a relationship with the Guru and be a child, a husband, a father, and all that in relationship to the Guru. So it's the Guru's child. And the only way to achieve that is to let it go. They say you love something, let it go. If it's meant to be, it comes back. Once you can let it go, that love can be eternal, it can be unconditional. We put so much condition to our love, especially for our children. I love you, you better be good. We define good and bad. We confine our children to good and bad. You know, the Guru says, Hum nahi changey, bura nahi koi. Well, I'm not good and no one is bad, but you don't live by that. We don't live by that. Living by that means that you don't label your child as good or bad. You don't restrict them to good or bad. Good or bad is only thinking, right? Thinking is only what makes good and bad a framework of reality. That's just a measurement of our own mental construct. So try and let that go. We're supposed to live through the heart and give our head to the Guru. If you do that, then you're not going to confine your children in that way. You have to lead by example. So in other words, you're not going to label your kids, but you don't label anybody else. That way they don't learn how to label. You don't say he's a Amritdhari, he's not an Amritdhari. He's just a Gursikh. That guy's a Sajdhari. You know, you're confining people to these social constructs of some accomplishment based on a evolutionary and linear process, which actually doesn't even apply. Really, the Guru decides what's good, what's high, what's low. And if you allow your children to have that universal relationship to other human beings on this planet, then they truly can be a child of the Guru. Guilt is the most damaging disease you can put on your child. To say, you know, tu sharam kar la, tanu sharam nahi aunਦੀ, tanu sharam nahi aunda, tu ਐਵੇਂ ਇੱਧਰ ਉੱਧਰ ਫੇਰਦਾ. You trying to teach them shame, trying to teach them to feel guilt is probably the most damage you can do, because they can't have an open relationship with the Guru then. Then every relationship with the Guru is based on guilt. They're measuring themselves to a standard that you created. The Guru didn't create. You can't blame the Guru for this. You create a standard that they're supposed to achieve, and the Guru is not responsible for it. You are responsible for it. And if they can't reach it, any limitation they come across is not the Guru's fault, it's your fault. And to put that on them is to limit them indefinitely. So don't put guilt on them. Children are going to make mistakes. We as adults make mistakes. We as parents especially make mistakes. And nobody's perfect, nothing is pure. The only thing pure is the Shabad Guru, and the Guru itself talks about that. And the reason that it's the only pure thing is because it's the purifier. It's what cleanses the mind through meditation on it. It's what it elevates the environment in a room. That's the Shabad Guru. You don't measure anything else. That's just mental construct. That's just human weakness imposing itself on a situation. So allow your kids to be infinite. Allow them to have that relationship. Don't put guilt. Don't confine them in that way. Lead by example. You want your kids to get up in the Amrit Vela, you better get up in the Amrit Vela. You want your kids to do Path, you better do Path. If you want them to have a healthy, happy lifestyle, then you better be healthy yourself. Number one killer of Punjabi Sikhs is heart disease and diabetes. So if you want to improve on that, you need to eat right, you need to exercise. One of the best forms of healthy exercise on a regular basis is yoga. One of the best ways to alleviate stress is meditation. So if you want to achieve those things, then develop a yogic lifestyle. Eat like the yogis and rishi munis did. Eat light. Guru Gobind Singh says himself, Alap ahar sulapsi nindra daya chimatan preet. Eat light and then sleep light, and you can always maintain that meditative relationship with God. You want your children to achieve that, you have to do it yourself. You have to lead by example. Don't have any expectations, because The age-old saying is we have our plans and then there's God's plans. If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. You have no idea what's in store. If we accept Guru's will, then where is there a place for guilt? Where is there a place for judgment? Tum khud bahmunsaf shud doesn't mean that you have the right to judge your children. It means when you die, your subtle body will judge your past karma to decide where your next place is. It doesn't mean that you have the right to put any judgment on your children whatsoever. You're just a custodian. You're just a custodian of the Guru's child. And if you accept that, then you'll be raising beautiful Gursikhs, Amritaris and Khalsas of tomorrow. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.